Good evening. Today we will be covering the post-market update dated the 19th of June 2023. In a highly volatile session, the equity markets ended on a negative note on June 19 amid weak global market and selling in most of the sectors. At close, the Nifty was down 70.50 points, or 0.37% at 18,755.50, while the Sensex was down 216.28 points, or 0.34% at 63,168.30. The biggest gainers on the Nifty were HDFC Life, Bajaj Finance, and Bajaj Finserv. About those three stocks which ended as top losers. They are ADANI Enterprises, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Hero MotoCorp. They fell within the range of negative 1.75% to 4.31%. Talking about the corporate segment, we have GRASIM Industries Limited will start work on a chlorinated polyvinyl chloride resin manufacturing plant with Lubrizol, India Limited later this year, the Aditya Birla Group flagship company said on June 19. CPVC is a thermoplastic essential for many industries, as it is used in water delivery pipes and industrial liquid handling. ADANI Digital Labs, a wholly owned subsidiary of ADANI Enterprises Limited, has agreed to acquire an online train booking and information platform, Trainman. ADANI Digital Labs Private Limited has signed a share purchase agreement in relation to its proposed acquisition of 100% stake in Stark Enterprises Private Limited, also known as Trainman, an online train booking and information platform. The company had recently raised $1 million in the latest round of fundraising from a group of U.S. investors, including Goodwater Capital, Hem Angels, and others. The transaction marks the return of the ADANI Group to the mergers and acquisitions space after US-based short seller Hindenburg published a critical report against the group in January. It accused the ADANI Group of stock manipulation and fraud through a wave of shell firms. However, the group has denied these allegations. Days after the Securities and Exchange Board of India barred Zee Entertainment Enterprises Limited Subhash Chandra and Puneet Goenka from holding any directorial or key managerial position in listed companies or their subsidiaries, Zee has written to the market's regulator saying its continuous and repetitive investigations on the same cause can potentially impact its merger with Sony. Zee is currently in the process of a merger with Sony Pictures Networks India Private Limited, for which a no objection certificate has been obtained from SEBI. The said merger is at an advanced stage post-receipt approvals from various regulators, and the scheme is also approved by 99.9% of the equity shareholders of ZEE Limited. Pharma major Lupin has launched in the US its generic thiamine hydrochloride injection 200 mg, 2 ml multiple dose vials used for treatment of thiamine deficiency. The launch follows alliance partner Kaplan Steriles receiving an approval for its abbreviated new drug application from the US Food and Drug Administration. BHARTI AIRTEL is considering an offshore bond issue and is likely to raise up to $1 billion. As per the report, this comes as the telecom giant plans to refinance high-cost debt, strengthen its balance sheet and also cover some of its 5G capital expenditure requirements. The company is in talks with Barclays, Standard Chartered Bank and Citi in order to know the possibility of floating US dollar bonds in the overseas markets in one or more tranches this fiscal year. Industry giant Tata Steel is planning a consolidated capital expenditure of 16,000 Indian rupees crore for its domestic and global operations during the current financial year, according to its top management, according to news agency PTI. Out of the planned amount, Tata Steel has earmarked 10,000 Indian rupees crore towards standalone operations, and 2,000 Indian rupees crore for its subsidiaries in India. Skipper in daily time frame is trading around 172.8 points with a change of 20%, and is trading with a net volume of around 9.98 million shares. The share price is trading above its moving average 141.65, which is a good indication for the stock. While shares are trading with a relative strength index of around 84.46. TCS looks good on current market price of 32.10. It can be bought at 3,211 rupees, keeping target of 3,361 rupees with stop loss of 31.40. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via a call, WhatsApp, or email. Thank you for listening the video to the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe the video for the latest updates in the market.